Welcome to my creative recap of 2024, aka a 10-minute humble brag disguised as reflective video. I love everything I made videos. At this point, I have binged so many of those. There is something magical about these yearly recaps. It's like a time capsule of creativity and chaos. Watching them feels like a virtual handshake with the kindred spirits. I made around 29 pieces last year. Honestly, I did not realize that I hit that number until now. The secret? Don't aim at making like 30 pieces because that's how you stress eat chips instead of sewing. Instead, aim at making one or two things a week and voila, you end up with a closet full of clothes. Now let's get into all the clothing one by one. The first one is obviously this shirt top that I'm wearing. I started off the year with the easiest project known to sewing humankind. I used a leftover fabric from an old project and started shearing away. And the result is this cute top. The color of this top is like my favorite. It looks really good with my dusky skin tone. This top is so versatile. I can wear it to fancy dinners, brunch, or even shopping. I can dress it up or dress it down. That's the best thing about this top. I try and start the year with simple projects so that I can get into the sewing groove instead of having a mental breakdown. Last year was all about vests and it was trending all over the internet on Pinterest, Instagram, you name it, and everyone were wearing vests. I got obsessed with it so much that I ended up making 4 vests. Yes, you heard it right, 4 vests. The first one I made is this cream one. I love the lining as well. It came out perfect and I did not stop there since it came out so well. I made another one. This has to be my favorite. I love the color and it came out so professional. I can't believe I made it with such great finishing. And let me show the lining. Look at that. How cute is this? When the pattern you draft is perfect, you shouldn't stop at one. It's the same logic as if the shoe fits, buy it in all color. I don't know if vests are still in style this year, but I don't think I'll stop it. I'm gonna wear it this year as well because I don't follow trends, I follow my heart. The next vest that I made is this one. I know it looks all crumpled up because I haven't ironed. My friend gave me an oversized sleeveless jacket which screamed grandpa core and I turned it into a boho chic grandma vest. I even wore this to Ed Sheeran concert and it was a vibe. In the sea of fast fashion, I felt like a sustainable girly vibing to beautiful people drop down designer clothes song. By the way, I have tutorial for everything that I've made, so you don't have to just watch and admire. You can make them too and slay. The next one is this vest that I made from a thrifted shirt that I picked up for 99 rupees. The shirt was not that great, so I converted into a vest. I love gingham fabric and the embroidery on it is like so pretty. It's literally like cherry on the top. Next, let's move on to some dresses. I have this pretty pink dress that I made. This was the first collab of 2024. Simplico sent me this white and pink pretty cotton fabric and naturally I was like, what should I make out of this which screams feminine energy? So I ended up making a dress. Honestly, I feel like I should be twirling in the field of daisies every time I wear it. It's so cute and perfect. Next up we have the cutest top I made in 2024. I saw this on Zara website and when I saw the 3D flower detail, I went into a mode of I see it, I like it, so I should make it. Of course, the first attempt at making the flower looked like a squished dumpling, but nobody said creativity was pretty at the beginning. After a bit of trial and error, the flowers came out perfect, and so is the top. This was definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm so glad I gave it a try because again, this is one of my favorites too. Now let's move on to the next one. Next up, I have this pink top and a gathered skirt. This is not something I made together, but somehow it goes well. This top is again upcycled from a thrifted shirt. Despite being basic, this outfit is deceptively cute. This is perfect for all your aesthetic activities like strawberry picking, strolling in the park while you feel like you are the star of an indie film, or to attend an art event wherein you will nod at paintings, pretending to understand the modern art. Next we have, this is the first cord set I made last year. The fabric was sent to me by this brand called Fabrica. As soon as I saw the fabric, I was like, it's time to make something that I'll wear more often. So I thought, why not make a cord set? Last year was all about making clothes that I would wear regularly. It's so comfortable that it makes me feel like I'm wearing a loungewear, but also stylish enough that I don't look like I rolled out of my bed. Next up is something I feel literally everyone made last year. Yes, even I gave in the hype because it's so cute. How could you not make one? Sometimes it's okay to follow the trend. I don't have it right here. I think I have put it to wash, but this is how it looks. It's so cute. I made it out of a remaining fabric from an old project and I had very little fabric, so this is all I could come up with. Moving on, the next one is again a cord set. This is a vest and a pleated skirt. This is an ultimate multitasker. I can wear it to office and look effortlessly chic, or I can throw it on a day when I have to go for brunch or shopping. Moving on, the next thing that I made is a cute little corset. This was my first time making a corset with cups. It was difficult figuring out the pattern, but after a while I was able to figure it out. Let me tell you, it was a journey. Between figuring out how to make pattern and endless trial fits, I almost started questioning, do I even need a corset? But in the end, it turned out so well, and I'm so glad I did it because now that I have a pattern, I can make as many corsets as I want. This corset is again converted from a thrifted shirt. Now moving on, thing that I made is this cute little white dress. It's so versatile. I can dress it up by throwing on heels and pearls, and if I want, I can dress it down by adding a jeans jacket and a sneaker. It's like the introvert of my closet. Underrated, low maintenance, but totally reliable. Next up, we have this cute little top. I mean, look at this. Look at the detailing. This is what I would call wearable art because it took a lot of time to make and caused so many emotional roller coasters. I basically hand stitched a lot of flowers and then stitched them together to get this masterpiece. At the end of the day, I felt like I was a florist. I'll cherish this forever, not because it is beautiful, but because it took way too much time and tested my patience. I'm excited to style this in a number of ways. Moving on, the next thing I have is, so I made two loungewear from cotton fabric last year. Both the fabrics are from Jaipur Bazaar. Let's talk about the first one. These two cotton sets are my go-to when I want to feel like I'm wrapped in a cloud, but also look put together when there is a surprise guest without a panic attack. First, let's talk about this yellow number. This is such a pretty sunshine color. I wanted to try something new with this one, so I gave scallop details to the bell sleeves. I mean, like, your home clothes need not be boring, they can be cute too. This pink one is pretty basic. I made a sleeveless top with a basic trouser. Honestly, these sets are the kind of loungewear that makes you feel cute and casually host tea parties, but comfy enough for a movie night. Next up, I have a cute white top. I made this top last year, but after wearing it for few times, I felt like it was boring. So I ended up making cute little heart embroidery on it. The embroidery on it just made the top more cute. After making the embroidery, I have worn this n number of times. Even though it's basic, adding that little bit of embroidery changed the game. Last year I tried making a lot of embroidery and painting, so I guess I want to continue it this year as well. As if sewing was not taking up all my time, I have added embroidery and painting as well to my bucket. The next thing I made is this cute little tear dress. I love the color and the print of the fabric. It's the color that will lift up my mood on a cloudy day. Again, the fabric is from Jaipur Bazaar. It's a pure cotton fabric. I love tiered dresses because they are perfect for twirling. This dress is like the perfect kind of dress that you can wear on any day without thinking much. I'll be wearing this a lot this summer. Moving on, I made quite a lot of casual tops last year. Let's start with this one. This is such a cute top. I love the color and the fabric. I mean, who doesn't love Hakoba fabric? I had remaining fabric from an old project, so I ended up making this simple top. Since I had less fabric to work with, I thought I'll add little ruffle sleeve details so that it will make it look cute and not basic. Now the next top is this very simple cotton top. Again, this is the remaining fabric from an old project. So yeah, I guess I have utilized all the remaining fabrics last year. I ended up making a puff sleeve and a pretty basic top. I have worn this many times to office and I love it. It's simple yet reliable. Moving on, I have camisole. I love camisoles. They are perfect for any day. You can dress it up or dress it down based on the occasion. I just had 1 meter of this fabric and I love the print of this. Look at that, it's so pretty. And again, if you're a beginner, this is something that you can make and it will not take much time and also looks stylish and cute. Next one is this linen top that I made. I made the top and then I decided it's looking pretty basic, so I went on full artsy mode and ended up painting random flowers on it. It came out so well. Every time I wear this, I feel like an independent artsy girly who lives her life on her own terms. Next we have this simple peplum top that I made out of cotton fabric. I had only 1 meter of this fabric. I initially bought this to make a blouse, but then I realized I don't wear saris much, so I thought I might as well make it a peplum top. And the back is so pretty. It has like this deep v-neck with a tie-up. I love that this is, loose fit and I can just throw it on any day and I'll feel comfortable. Perfect for summers. I also made a white kurti. For some reason I'm not able to find it. Maybe it's in the wash. So this is the kurti that I made. I love the hand embroidery on it and the bell sleeves just makes it more pretty. This is the only kurti I made last year. I think this year I'll make more because I end up wearing it to office many times. We are nearing the end of this video. The next one that I have is this yellow number dress. This is again such a simple dress. It took very little time to make. This fabric along with the one that I used to make the kurti was gifted by my friend. For any designer or a sewist, receiving fabric as a gift is pure unfiltered joy. The last thing that I made is this skirt. I had an old jeans that did not fit well, so I converted it into a skirt. I did not expect it to look so good. It is giving main character energy. The catch is, for the skirt's sake, I might have to stick to my salad game. because it fits me like a glove. So even if I put on a tiniest amount of weight, it will show. The skirt will turn into my harshest critic. The last one is not a sewing project, but it involves fabric, so it counts. I always wanted to try a tie and dye using natural dye, so I used turmeric to make this dupatta. Let me tell you, watching the plain white dupatta transform into this sunny masterpiece was so satisfying. And that's literally everything I made last year. Picking one as my favorite would be difficult, so I have to say it is this one and this top. Let me know which one did you guys like. This year I'm planning to step up my game and make a lot of clothes. I'll also be doing sewing 101 videos for beginners, so stay tuned. The battery gave up. I think I'll wrap this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Until then, stay creative, stay fabulous. Bye.